Welcome to Emirates A350 Economy Class and Premium Economy. Join me to find out how this compares to the cabin at the front.
Emirates' first new aircraft type since 2008. What have they done with economy and premium economy? Is economy worse than on their A380 and or 777? Is premium economy worth the shocking price tag? All will be revealed in this video, my friends, so come along with me, Dan, the luckiest guy in the world who gets to call flying around the world trying different airlines my full-time job. I've been doing this for over a decade, trying over 160 airlines, so I can share my honest, self-funded adventures like this one today with you. It all starts where all Emirates flights out of Dubai start, Terminal 3. I'll be flying Emirates' brand new A350 for the first time in economy on this first leg as I take an unbelievably efficient trip back and forth to Bahrain.
It's pretty incredible to get through immigration and security in 5 minutes at the busiest time of day at the world's busiest international airport, but I did.
It is indeed. I love the efficiency of this airport, but at peak hours it gets a little too busy for my taste, so I find a corner to wait for my boarding. Let me quit stalling so we can hop straight on the bus. There she is, Alpha 6 Echo X-Ray Alpha, Emirates' first A350 that I had the pleasure of flying last month on its inaugural flight. You might have already seen my video from that, so let's jump straight into the seat map database and compare that flight to economy, and for my second flight today, premium economy. The Emirates Airbus A350-900 comes in a 3-class configuration with a standard 333 A350 economy cabin. There are 2 seats in particular I want to give special shout-outs to here, and those are 34 Alpha and 34 Kilo, the best economy seats in this entire aircraft. I'll show you why on board, but if you can afford to pay the extra seat fee to select them, oh boy is it worth it. I'm sitting a little further up today in 31 Alpha, which I randomly selected as I played musical chairs during check-in, trying to get a row to myself. Wish me luck with that. Economy passengers share 6 lavatories for a ratio of about 43 passengers per toilet. Now on the return to Dubai, I'll be flying up here in premium economy. Ooh la la. Emirates has truly invested here by opting for a 232 layout rather than the more common 242 layout on this aircraft. I'm in 16 Alpha today, a window seat in the last row, and honestly, I have so many questions going into this. Is the additional comfort from having 1 less seat per row even noticeable? Does that justify Emirates' rather shocking premium economy pricing? Which lavatories are we allowed to use? You'll have to come with me to find out. What a visually stunning cabin, huh? Is there anything more satisfying than 100 screens showing the same thing? No, there isn't.
So, welcome on board. Are you ready for a bit of a tour of the seat? I have settled in here. I'm hoping I have this whole row to myself. It seems like I might. This is quite an empty flight, luckily, which is why Bahrain was a good option for me today. And check this out. The entertainment screen is what immediately draws you in. It is wild.
The seat itself is actually unlike any other economy seat I've flown. The tray table, rather unconventionally for a new seat, does not fold in half, yet when you open it, it looks like this. Now that's a premium touch for economy if I ever saw one. Below that, the seat pocket has 1 extra pocket for a phone, AirPods, etc., but unfortunately, there's one thing that is a little underwhelming.
The crew is really using the A350 to its full potential by changing the lights a lot. The boarding music is blasting. So we've had a mix of Emirates traditional boarding music and the normal pop music that they play these days, or whatever this is, some nice calming music. One thing I have to say, the main takeaway I have just from sitting here for a minute is that the legroom for me at 6'2" or 187 centimeters is not the best. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I would love sitting here for more than about an hour, which is the length of today's flight, because yeah, it just feels tight. Even if I remove, if I remove the pillow, it's actually quite a bit better, to be fair. So if you get rid of this.
The legroom in the window seat is further restricted by the seat mount down here, so keep that in mind if you're on the tall side. One more thing.
So this is something that some people will love, some people will hate. Obviously on Emirates 777s and their E380s, one of the best things is that almost every seat has a power port, except there's 2 seats in each row that don't have it for whatever reason. Instead of power ports on the A350, they have put 1 USB-C port and 1 USB-A port, as you can see below the screen in front of me. That means every single seat seat now has charging, which is amazing, but it also means there are no more AC power ports. So obviously you can charge your phone, you can charge a MacBook, for example, through the USB-C, but I would say overall, I'm a bit mixed on whether or not this is a positive development, but at least now every single passenger has access to fast charging in their seat.
Stay tuned for premium economy later because there's something there about the charging situation that really surprises me.
All right, just talking quickly about the recline and the headrests and stuff. When you recline, the legroom becomes a problem again because the seat cushion moves forward. So even removing the pillow, once you're trying to sleep and like that, I don't know. I'm very tall, so I think I'm a lot taller than your average economy class passenger sitting here at least. But the recline is very generous, I will say that. So if you're at least maybe less than 6 feet, I don't think it will be too much of a problem and you might get a comfortable night's sleep, especially given how quiet and nice the A350 cabin is.
Moral of the story, if you're on the shorter side, you have an adjustable headrest with good recline, so you will be comfy. If you're tall like me, you need to consider joining PointsMaster, where I teach you to fly business class for 20 to 80% off. That's enough promo for that today though. Boarding takes almost an hour since we're at a bus gate, so that gives me plenty of time to explore before more passengers join us. First of all, I head back to 34 Kilo to see just how good this seat is. A window seat with unlimited legroom and direct aisle access? Sign me up. Right in front of that, we have the lavatory, which I take the chance to visit, and oh boy, have you ever seen a flashier economy class lavatory? I'm actually shocked by how nice this is, even compared to Emirates' other aircraft.
By the way, today we're obviously only focusing on the hard product, not the soft product of Emirates Economy, because I've reviewed that a million times, and this is only a 1-hour flight in each direction.
Right on schedule, we start our pushback. The windows on this very first A350 are super dirty, presumably from all the de-icing it's had to do in Edinburgh since it keeps going back and forth there all the time. Even through the dirty windows, we've got to appreciate this wing. I mean, what a stunner. We can also enjoy the epic exterior camera views, which makes sitting in an aisle seat a little less sad for us av geeks. So I know that in my A350 inaugural video, I praised the entertainment system a lot. Well, the system truly is fantastic, with wireless headphone connectivity, the fastest and smoothest UI I've ever seen on a plane, and endless entertainment. They have everything I love in an entertainment system, like being able to search for things, save shows, save things for later, etc. One thing I am a little confused by though is their choice to load so many seasons of all these shows, which seems great, but then only include random non-consecutive episodes. I adore Friends, I've watched it probably 5 times, but even I feel like it's unsatisfying to have to watch episode 3, followed by 10, followed by 18.
Okay guys, so I'm just going to show you the meal in a second. Considering what I paid, it's actually crazy that you get this when you compare it to what you'd get for the same price in the US or Europe. It's just sad.
Firstly, amazing to be able to see the menu on the entertainment system. This is our food spread. I couldn't order a special meal, but it's a 1-hour flight, so I couldn't care less. Not a bad looking breakfast, if I may say so myself. The crew on these flights works so hard to deliver these meals, it's incredible. There's also pretty bad turbulence most of the way to Bahrain today, which makes things even more difficult for them. If you're scared of turbulence, just block the outside view with the most fancy economy class window shades in the world. Not gonna lie though, I'm nervous how these are gonna hold up in the long term when you have kids probably pressing these buttons hundreds of times a flight. Imagine boarding a long haul flight and you can't close your window shade. Sometimes more tech isn't always better, especially in economy where things tend to get more used and abused, unfortunately. How does this compare to the A380 and 777 economy class? I'll discuss that toward the end of the video when I get back to Dubai. Now, welcome to Bahrain. Getting to fly an A350 on a 1-hour flight will never not be mind-blowing. Talk about a good way to travel.
I have a lot to say about Emirates Premium Economy, and especially something quite controversial about the pricing, so make sure you stick around for the next flight to see how that compares to this and if it offers enough value. So we made it to Bahrain. That was such a short and comfortable flight in the end. I honestly don't think it could have gone smoother, so now I need to head up through transfers and then head right back to the same aircraft. I didn't tell the crew I was coming back, so I'm kind of curious how they're gonna react when they see me hop on the same plane, but I'm excited for a little more comfort, a little more luxury now in premium economy. But the thing is, I paid a lot for it, so was it worth it?
Dear Bahrain Airport, this is an official thank you note on behalf of all aviation lovers everywhere. Thank you for your commitment to offering unobstructed views of our aircraft. Your fellow airports in the region seem to be against doing that for some reason, which makes us even more grateful. I mean, what a bird.
So this morning on the way to the airport, I went into my Gmail's updates folder, which I frankly very rarely go into, and to my surprise, I saw a receipt from Zoom. I went, what? I'm paying for Zoom? How long have I been spending $15 a month on this? Then I started stressing out a little bit because I have too little insight into the probably dozens of subscriptions that post every month across all my credit cards and get buried somewhere in the credit card statement. So I thought this is the right video to tell you about today's video sponsor, Rocket Money. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that helps you with, among other things, canceling subscriptions. They automatically scan your account and show every recurring payment in one place. With just a few taps, Rocket Money may even be able to help you cancel your subscription as well. They also find out if you're overpaying on bills and can try to help you get lower rates on things like internet or cell service. Another feature I love is the budgeting tool. It tracks where my money is going, giving me better insight into my spending, and it even warns me about upcoming charges. Take control of your finances today and join Rocket Money customers who have saved a staggering $500 million on subscription. Try Rocket Money for free by going to rocketmoney.com/nonstopdan or by clicking the link at the top of the description. You can also save more money with premium that has saved customers up to $740 per year. So with that, let's head back on board. Even though this is my job, it feels a little strange to be going right back on the same aircraft.
Little do I know just how luxurious things are about to get. Oh, hi business class. The world's most premium looking premium economy? Perhaps. Emirates will have two layouts on the A350 in the future. This regional one with 21 seats across 3 rows and a long-haul one with 28 seats across 4 rows. If you're a family with 1 kid, the 3 seats in the middle would be perfect.
So, welcome to Premium Economy on the Emirates A350. It is raining outside in Bahrain right now, which is very wrong and not supposed to happen. But wow, there is a lot to show you here. There are some differences on this seat from the E380 when I tried that a couple years ago. But my first impression is what an incredible, intimate and private cabin with just 21 seats, having the bulkhead in front and a wall behind us. This is what you pay extra for because you want that feeling of seclusion. You want a feeling of not being on a huge aircraft with hundreds of other people. Here, it's just the 21 of you, and that's if it's sold out.
What's this? Pre-departure service?
I just kind of registered. Again, this is a 1-hour flight, and we got hot towels and pre-departure drinks in premium economy. Are you kidding?
Looking in front of us, the entertainment screen is just the same layout as economy, except below it, we have a little bit of storage. Our seat back pocket actually feels smaller here than in economy, but that's not a problem because we have additional storage below the armrest in front of us, as well as to the side where we'll also find our tray table. The seat does indeed feel very wide as well. By the way, you'd think there would at least still be charging ports in premium economy, right? But no, there is only USB-C even below the seats. Can someone let me know in the comments if USB-C is the only way forward or what's going on here? Now, Emirates also installed a footrest, which I know some people really appreciate for sleeping, and speaking of sleep.
So, I've now reclined, and I must say, I don't remember what I said on the A380, but here, Wow, is this comfortable when you recline. I could absolutely sleep here. The seat is perfectly not too firm, not too soft. It's just an incredibly generous recline, and then add in the headrest.
Of course, the drawback with this type of premium economy and its incredibly generous recline is that leaving the seat can be challenging if the people in front are reclined. By the way, do you see how close I am to 1 million subscribers? I've been posting on this channel for 15 years, so it's been a long time coming, and if you choose to click that button, it means the world to me. It's free and only takes a second, plus you'll get more honest airline reviews to enjoy in the future, hopefully. On another note, I just can't get over how aesthetic this seat is. Oh, and the winglet, of course. I start looking over the menu on the entertainment system, but suddenly the crew comes by with paper menus. What?
You really can't help but be impressed by what Emirates does with their premium economy, because on a flight like this is really comparable to what you'd get on, let's say, Qatar or Etihad if you were on one of their narrow bodies without lie-flat seats. We have menus, we have the pre-departure service. I mean, this is great. Plus, the seat is super, super comfortable.
Speaking of things that are comparable to business class, guess which lavatory premium economy passengers officially use on Emirates A350s? That's right, the business class lavatories. That's bad news for business class, but great news for us. Another business class touch that is absent in economy, the two-step window shades, which start with this darkening layer. I've said it before, but I'll say it again, I am obsessed. I'm starving at this point, so lucky my meal is coming now, right? Right?
So, I did order a special meal on this flight since it was available, and I booked it more than 24 hours in advance. This is not that meal, so it got lost somehow, which is unfortunate, especially when you pay the prices that Emirates charges for their premium cabins, which I'm going to get to at the end of the video. This is what you would get as a normal passenger, sandwiches, so similar to economy, just presented a bit differently, of course. And in a way, I feel like the economy meal maybe felt even a little more appealing, surprisingly, than this. But again, it's less than an hour's flight, so I'm very impressed by anything they managed to serve. Okay, so since they didn't load my meal and the purser confirmed it was in the system, they have given me some fruit, so they've done their best. The purser has really gone out of her way to try and find me something to eat, which I really appreciate. The crew on both of these flights, well, been the same, but they've been great. So as we get bumped around in the turbulence, I can tell you guys are having a shaky ride up there. Let's talk briefly about how much each flight cost. So again, keep in mind these are 1-hour flights. For the flight from Dubai to Bahrain in economy class, it was $211. Then for this flight, for the return Bahrain to Dubai, it was $430 one way in premium economy. So round trip I paid about $630 US, which is of course a lot for a 1-hour flight. I don't know whether or not you think that was higher or lower than you expected for this flight, but the pricing for Emirates Premium Economy on longer flights gets even more interesting. I spoke about this in my original Emirates Premium Economy review, but that's where I really start to lose my will to pay for this over other airlines in business class. Yes, Emirates Premium Economy is incredible, certainly among the best in the world. The price, unfortunately, reflects that. Look at these examples. Singapore to Dubai in Emirates Economy is only $290, remarkably low for Emirates, to be fair. Meanwhile, Premium Economy on the same route is 3 times that at $900. At the same time, business class on a variety of competing airlines costs just a fraction more. Granted, you need to connect, but I think it's obvious business class is the better upgrade value in this case. Another example, Singapore to Brussels. Almost $1,300 in Emirates Premium Economy one way. Meanwhile, you can fly Etihad Business Class for just $350 more. Again, even though Emirates Premium Economy is great, the price of business class on a competitor is too close to make it worth it. Finally, London to Dubai. You can fly Emirates Premium Economy for almost the exact same price as one of my favorite business classes in Europe, Finnair's Air Lounge. I'll let you guess which I think is the better value there. With that, we're already approaching Dubai.
As a Skywards member, I was able to stay connected with free Wi-Fi throughout the flight. Do I still think Emirates A350 Wi-Fi speed could use some boosting? Well, let's just say, unfortunately, I could barely send a WhatsApp message, but still, it's free, so I shouldn't complain. A wonderful flight on a wonderful aircraft in an especially comfortable seat. Welcome home, A350.
4 hours later, I'm back where I started, but now I get a real gate, which feels nice. That was a really fun day trip from Dubai. If you don't want to go to the desert or to the mountains or to the beach, why not go to Bahrain? In all seriousness though, I am glad to say I've now tried every cabin class on the Emirates A350. Business is beautiful, very comfortable in my opinion. Economy is where I feel like maybe I would not want to experience that on a longer flight than I did today. The real question when it comes to economy classes is this better than the A380 or than the 777? Well, here's my answer. The A380, in my opinion, even if you get one of the older A380s, is still a superior option. Just like I said about business class, this also applies to premium economy. The A380 is just such a pleasure to fly, and Emirates has over 100 of them. The economy class on an A380 doesn't get more spacious. So even though this is a beautiful modern new seat, the A380 is still the way to go. But what about compared to the Emirates 777, which I've never really been a huge fan of in economy class? Well, then of course the A350 wins. It's a much more modern, comfortable aircraft. The seat I would say is about comparable in terms of legroom. That's not to say the legroom is great, but if you have a choice, Emirates 777 or A350, the A350 is the way to go in economy and in premium economy. So on that note, thank you for joining me in today's video. Can I remind you again to check out Rocket Money to save a lot of money? And until I see you in my next video, as always, fly safe.